Hi guys. Okay, so this watch has just arrived. I bought this from eBay. I paid £7.50. It's a Casio CA-53W calculator watch. I don't know how old it is. Obviously they still make this watch. The design's been going, I think, from the 80s. And this is a watch that was made famous in the Back to the Future films, I think, where Marty wore it. So these watches, to buy brand new, are around £30 at the moment. I think you can sometimes get them a bit cheaper. You might pay a bit more, but I think approximately £30 will get you one from Amazon. So for £7.50, obviously it's not brand new. And this one looked pretty grotty in the photos, but it's working. So here we go. Just a little video for you to show you what £7.50 buys. A classic, possibly vintage Casio CA-53W. So let's tear into this. This is how they sent it. I added the masking tape just to cover up details, but yeah, just basically some bit of thin cardy type paper and a lot of sellotape. Let's see what we got. Oh, I think that's actually wallpaper. Well, there we go. Got some free wallpaper. Kind of nice basket weave design there. Very flipping good. So, some free bubble wrap. No, this is pretty. I mean, this is quite a strong watch, but they've gone to some trouble to actually protect it. Which is nice of them. Yeah, they've really packed quite a bit of bubble wrap for this plastic watch, which is not bad at all. So here we go. I was wondering, before I pull this right out, on the photos I wasn't quite sure whether it had its buckle, the middle bit of the buckle that goes through the hole. It wasn't that evident. I didn't bother asking. I just kind of hoped it would be okay. So let's see if there is a full buckle. Yes, I can see immediately it's got the full buckle. On the photo it was kind of like that and you couldn't make it out, but I thought it might be there. But I thought there might be a chance that there would be no buckle. Well, I have to say, immediately, the photos didn't do it justice, because this is nowhere near as bad as it looked in the photos. I think the photos perhaps might have been a little bit out of focus, because it made it look like the lettering, well, actually saying that, I suppose, yeah, so, okay, so the buttons have no... Oh, hang on, I don't think they're meant to have... I'd have to look back. I need to look back at a new one. So I was kind of worried that the lettering was rubbed off because the photo wasn't very good. And I thought that was one of my kind of worries, that the lettering would be rubbed off, but I'm not even sure if these buttons have lettering. So I think they are just black rubber buttons. And you can obviously see the numbers are there, which is underneath this bottom kind of almost a screen in itself. So that's good. And obviously we can see that it's working. 4:08, which is the correct time. So it's the correct time, and it's saying that it's Thursday. And I've never had one of these before. I don't know the functions apart from the obvious that it's a calculator. So let's press a button and see what happens. Nice little bib. Oh, okay, so you've got alarm on, alarm off, lap. There's buttons. I see the calculator buttons are functions as well. So date, 9. Oh, and it's actually a, oh no, that's just doing the calculator. Okay. This is something I'd have to read the instructions for. I have no clue. I guess it is a calculator. It's got calculator functions, date and stopwatch. No, I mean that's just, I have to clear that. Perhaps if I just press, I really should look at the instructions. Oh, okay, alarm. Yeah, so then you change the function. Date, time. Oh, there's stopwatch. And this, I guess, is a calculator. Yeah. 555 plus 1 equals 556. So there we are. Calculator's working. And that's got all the functions on there to operate the stopwatch, change the date and the time, and all the rest of it. Very good. So, condition-wise, for my £7.50, the screen itself looks very good. I can't see any scratches on there. There's something maybe right at the bottom. But I'm going to give this a clean up. No, I think it's okay. It's just something on there. The case looks good. The back of the watch looks really good with CA-53. So this is one that was made in China. That's nothing to worry about. Casio have factories in Japan and China producing watches, depending on the model, is where they are made. I checked this out before because I wanted to make sure there was no shenanigans going, and no, it's the real deal. It's in much better condition than I thought. The strap's got a little bit of dirt or debris on it, so I'm going to give that a clean up in a minute. But I'm absolutely really impressed. I thought this was going to be a bit of a dog, to be honest, from the photo. So I think I've got myself a bit of a bargain here. Considering it's £30 brand new, £7.50 for one in this condition looks jolly good. Okay, well, let me go away. I'll press pause now, and in a second you'll see the watch come back after I've given it a little bit of a clean up. See if we can just lift the look using probably some Windoline, something like that, some tissue paper or kitchen towel. I don't want to get it too wet. I just want to gently clean up the main watch area, and I can go a little bit heavier with some warm soapy water on the strap, get that clean. I know it's got water resistance. Well, I presume it's got water resistance. It says water resistance alarm chrono, but I don't want to get it too wet because I don't know if the seals are any good on those buttons. I don't know how old this watch is. I've got no idea. It could be 3 years old, it could be 30 years old. I've got no idea. It looks in good nick. I would be surprised if it's particularly old. The plastic doesn't look too aged to me. Usually things like plastic and rubber, even if you keep them in fantastic condition, the age just starts attacking them. They start to become a little bit more brittle. The plastic can often just show its age. It just kind of changes. But this to me looks like it's not that old. I don't think this is more than a handful of years old. Okay, let's give it a clean and I'll come back. So here we go. Just spent 5-10 minutes with a bowl of warm soapy water. Use a little bit of washing up liquid. I've used a toothbrush, and actually I was brave enough really just to use a toothbrush without too much water on it, and went over the face, the whole strap, getting out all the debris that's in the nooks and crannies. And as you can see, it's come up flipping good. Look at that. I mean, it's pretty much come up mint. The only marks I can find are just where the 8 and the 9 is. You can see There's a couple of little, I think that's scratches. I might have a closer look at that just to make sure it's not something that can come off, but I think that might be a couple of little scratches there. I'm talking about on the keypad, just above my finger. You can see there's a little bit of couple of marks there. Apart from that, there may still be some water spots because I've just kind of given this a little dry with a tea towel. So there may still be a little bit of wetness on there somewhere. But the LCD screen itself, as you can see, looks pretty much mint. The case looks really good. I don't think there's any very, very minor wear and tear. Very, very little. I mean, you could put that amount of wear and tear wearing this probably just for 2 or 3 days. Okay, so let's put it on the wrist, which I've been waiting to do. It's not a bad size watch, so I think this is going to look pretty good. So there we go, on my 6.5-inch wrist. There she is. I've always wanted one of these, but I didn't really want to spend £30 because I knew it was something I probably wouldn't wear very often. I've got the 91W, sorry, the 91FW, which is smaller than this, obviously. And I do wear that on occasion. And I was admiring this one, thinking if one of those comes up in reasonable condition for a good price, I'll buy it. But I didn't really want to spend the £30 to buy a brand new one, not at the moment. So to get this for £7.50, I'm delighted. It's working. It's in really good condition. Near mint. I've saved myself a lot of money on buying a new one. I can now get the pleasure out of using this watch and having this in my collection. I'm not a huge Casio guy, but like most guys in England, had a Casio as a kid. I've always quite liked them. And I love the retro look of them. And this one is a good size. And now I won't be stuck if I need to do any arithmetic on the go, and I haven't got my phone with me. We have a calculator that will probably never be used, but it is pretty cool. It's a bit of a statement. Not many people wear these. Well, there you go, guys. See, you can find a bargain on eBay occasionally. This was a lot better than the photos showed, so I think we'll put this down as a win. Please like, subscribe if you want to see more watch-related videos. Take care.